One of the tools I came across while I was doing some research to update my AI for Authors book is Milanote. And it just so happens that after I came across it in my research, a friend mentioned it in one of our pseudo write classes, and another friend tried it out as she had a lot of good things to say about it. So I thought I would take it for a spin and share with y'all what it can do. So as you can see, Milanote starts off as a blank canvas right here, and you select this board option and just drag it. So now we have a new board, and you can create boards within boards and connect boards, however you want it. And I'm going to click on this, and then it's going to bring up options right here for me. So I'll start at the main screen where you can see all the different categories. So this isn't just useful for authors. There's so many different things that you can do here: film, TV, game design, interior design, logos, marketing, photography, productivity, all of those. But I'm going to go down here to the writing one. So I'm going to click into writing, and we'll go through all of these in this list real quick so you can see what they look like. So I'm going to click on the novel plan, and you can see here, put this in presentation mode. Increase that screen just a little. So this is the novel plan template. And to use this, I would just click over here in the orange, use this template, and then I would actually be able to go into each of these little cards and start doing things. And the character profile is really good and extensive. So I can upload documents right here, upload the images, and then have all of these little instances of a good overview. So it's very comprehensive without being overwhelming. We have our story outline. Again, just click to use the template, and we could be editing, putting things in, making all kinds of changes. So you've seen how I like to use Notion to store my information for my novels, but I really think Milanote will probably be my go-to. I may use both of them. So maybe Milanote for my initial brainstorming, getting all of the details together. And then once I'm happy with everything, I can keep my stuff in Notion that I know is going to get copied elsewhere. And the story map. I love how you can also upload images anywhere to connect it with any of these. So we can be putting in the character images, the settings, world maps, any sort of inspiration for a scene. Now, this is the character relationship map. I don't know that I would use this as much since I enjoy Scapple. However, I can see this being useful for me on that per book breakdown, whereas Scapple, I tend to add a book as I'm working on them, but always connecting it to the other series in some kind of way. But this would help me keep my focus. But overall, I don't think I would use this. We'll see. And the 3-act structure. So really good to just kind of diagram out everything. I don't even think that's a correct phrase, diagram out, but we're going with it. We have a few more options. You can do some research, store everything here. I know in one of my books, I have to research setting locations because I know how this scene needs to play out. In one instance, the character needs to go over a cliff into the waterfall. Well, I had to do some research and find out where exactly she could be because she's supposed to be in a third world country. So this would help me a lot with storing all my location ideas in one place and then narrowing them down. And a mood board for your novel. So this would be great for the cover ideas as well as scene ideas. Some inspiration there. And then brainstorming. This part I think would probably be one of my favorite things. Whereas I could put my initial story idea right here, and then as I'm thinking of new scene ideas, I could start branching those off and then eventually tying everything in together. Let's go back to the novel plan, and I'm going to click to use the template. So this is what you will be starting with whenever you click a template to actually start using it. All the little categories and everything will still be here. You can choose some images as you see with this little pop-up, or bring in your own images right here. So all the categories are still there to guide you, but now you have room to do everything you want to do for your story. So I'm really liking this. And as I said, you can also put boards within boards. So I can make another board right here for whatever reason I would need. Maybe I just want to start one for that character for whatever reason over there on that other board, or I could click in as I just did, and I now have a place to put my character stuff. And again, use that template, and it clears everything out for me to add in my own details. And up here at the top left corner, that's where you can do your navigation. So I can go back to the other board right here, or all the way back home to start from scratch. So maybe I'm doing a series. So this is book 1 in the series. Now I want to start a new board and have my second series here. And you can do that. So I think overall Milanote is a really good tool that authors are going to enjoy using. And those of you who have been using it, please feel free to chime in the comments how much you enjoy it, or if you find it cumbersome, what you like, dislike about it, if you'd recommend it to others. And if you're interested in more tools like this, I updated my AI for Authors book recently. That's this first one that you see right here. It includes 5 new chapters of various tools that authors can use for different tasks, from brainstorming to writing, editing, generators, all kinds of things. And then 2 new chapters of prompts. So if you have downloaded the AI for Authors book before, thank you. I appreciate your support. But please check your Kindle library and download the new edition so you get all of the new chapters. All right. Thank y'all very much for watching, and I hope y'all enjoy Milanote. Bye, everyone.